Waka, waka, waka. Oh, hi. Welcome to the channel. I'm Chris Norwood, and I'm on a journey to hear every song ever recorded in the history of the universe. And today, I want to talk about some lesser known or maybe some underrated albums. I originally got the idea I was going to do a video about one of my only autographed records. And I kind of thought maybe you guys didn't care, maybe it wasn't such a hugely popular band, and that's what gave me the idea, hey, how about some of these CDs in my collection back there that maybe a lot of people don't know about, or maybe nobody knows about. Some of these are going to be local bands that I'm either friends with or I've seen them around town a good bit. So some of them I know personally, and some are local, and some are bigger names or bands that are successful, but maybe you haven't heard about them. So let's just jump right in. These are the lesser known albums in my collection with some special picks. I want to give a quick what do you call it? I want to give a quick honorable mention to the rock band Cold. If you don't know, they're kind of similar to Stained, but a really, really great rock band. Really great rock band. I was so tempted to put them in here, but I feel like some people in the rock and roll world at least know who Cold is, but I got to give them a shout out. They're one of my favorite bands in the world, and they don't get a lot of credit. They do give a lot of credit. They don't get a lot of it, though. Let's just jump right in. First one is going to be actually a guy. Oh, here's an autographed one. I got two autographed ones. This is Nate Barber, Purpose. And I actually know this guy in real life. He was my youth pastor, 21 years ago in 1999. And good guy. And this is a really good Christian record, and he signed it. He put a Bible verse on here, Jeremiah, in typical autograph fashion. Really hard to read, but pretty cool. Album there. So there you go. That's Nate Barber. He still makes music, I believe. Coming up next is something that's really near and dear to my heart. This is Billy Joe and Nora Armstrong for Everly. This record got me into the Everly Brothers. Wow, this is amazing. Billy Joe Armstrong of Green Day and Nora Jones wanted to make an album together where they redid the album Songs Our Daddy Taught Us by the Everly Brothers. And even back in '58, the songs were old. So these songs are really great, and Billy Joe and Nora do a really great job at bringing these songs to life. And they don't really update them, but they just put their own really nice acoustic touch on them. Super, super sad, super depressing, and really great. Maybe not a lot of people know about that except us Green Day nerds. Coming up next is going to be a live album from Blue October. I found this as Argue with the Tree. I guess, Blue October fans probably know about this one, but probably just I don't know if everybody would. I found this. I thought it was a studio album when I first discovered Blue October, and really, really fine 2-disc live album. Really, really great. Really, really good stuff on there. Has actually a tune that was sort of being written as it was being played, and it later showed up on Approaching Normal. I believe it was, let's see, blah, 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 A Calling You's on here. Yeah, it's just really good. I'm not sure what song it was, but let's keep on moving. Ooh, these are the ones. Okay, coming up next, I actually got to meet these guys. Bowling for Soup. This is Rock On Honorable Ones. This is their debut album, I believe, 97. You guys didn't even know that Bowling for Soup was around. I didn't know they were around in 97. They were churning out stuff like this. Some really weird, questionable album song titles. But this one has been signed, and I remember, I think I got this at I want to say I got this at the 2003 or 4 Warped Tour, and I remember, what is his name? The bass player from Bowling for Soup, after they got done with their set, actually before and after they went on, he was always in the crowd, and he was always like right beside me and my dad, and he was just watching every band like this. So that was pretty cool. And that, yeah, so let's see, this one was not signed. They should have signed this one too. But yeah, that's a lesser known. This is an EP, but it's almost long enough to be an album. It's got 8 tracks. This is Tell Me When to Woe. Bowling for Soup have never been known for their great album covers. And this one's pretty great. This is another early Bowling for Soup record. Maybe not a lot of people heard of them before their kind of breakout success. But this is 2000. Wow. 20 years ago. Oh, this is another, these are some guys I know. You know, I'm kind of big into the music scene around here in South Carolina. There's a lot of heavy metal. I wish there was more alternative and punk, but there's a lot of metal, a lot of hard rock groups. This band was inspired by Breaking Benjamin, and they're pretty good. Broken Testimony. If you haven't heard about them, check them out. If you like Breaking Benjamin and stuff like that, Rage Against the Machine perhaps, you might like these guys. This is an EP. But yeah, a coworker of mine is related to one of the members. I don't want to be calling out too many people, but this is a really, really good band. I've seen them live a handful of times. Check them out. Broken Testimony. They're on all the stuffs. This next one, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Once More with Feeling. They did a musical episode back in the day, and it was amazing. Really paved the way for a lot of stuff. This next one, maybe you've heard his parody music. Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine. This guy is hilarious. He does like lounge music, but he does, you know, he's got Puddle of Mud, Linkin Park. Pretty funny. Van Halen, Mystical, The Hive, Cypress Hill, The White Stripes, Puddle of Mud. Check it out. That's pretty funny, although the joke does get a little bit old after a while. This was a major release, but it did very poorly. But I love this. This is my favorite Eve 6 record. Just really great. So underrated. Coming up next is going to be some more underrated albums by bands that sort of had success. Everclear. The early albums, people don't know about these. Everclear, World of Noise. A lot of people made fun of me in middle school and high school for liking Everclear because they thought they were a pop group. If only they had heard this. Or this. These early Everclear albums. This is Sparkle and Fade. That was a World of Noise. Talk about a band that has changed a whole lot. Coming up next is going to be Lars Fredriksson and the Bleeps. Probably not too many people have heard this. I got this exclusively for the Skinhead Rob feature on Switchblade. And what else? My Life to Live are two of the greatest songs ever made, ever. My Life to Live featuring Tim Armstrong. So it's basically a Rancid tune. And Switchblade with Skinhead Rob. The rest of the album sucks, but those two songs leave this one on my shelf. Coming up next is a recent purchase. Glorious Sons. That's a band I'm very excited about. They haven't been added to my list of my favorite artists yet, but they will. Glorious Sons. I've yet to hear a bad song by this band. I was a little disappointed in the packaging. I could have just streamed this because there's nothing in here at all. Ooh, that makes me mad. Makes me mad. Okay. Picking on Green Day, a Bluegrass tribute. Pretty cool. You got you got 10 songs. They're all hits except for FOD. And pretty dang good, and Coming Clean. The rest of them are like Green Day's greatest hits on banjo and mandolin and upright bass and dobro and guitar. Pretty cool. There's another Bluegrass Green Day album out there. I checked it out. It wasn't as good. Coming up next, I think this one. Ooh, I don't have an autograph on here. Dang it, Nate. You might remember my first pick if you don't have like amnesia, and this is Nate Barber's band, His Holy Hill. Really great. Some of the kids in my high school liked this band. It was my youth pastor's band. H3, His Holy Hill. I still got the T-shirt. Doesn't fit me anymore because I'm fat. Here's another local band. This is going to be Redefined, the Raw EP. Pretty good quality digipack for some local guys. I actually believe I found this in my dad's car, or when we traded cars. My dad had this. This is pretty cool find. Pretty cool. Redefined. They went through some different lead singers, but sometimes you gotta crack a few lead singers before you make some omelets or something. Scars on Broadway. Maybe everybody's heard of this, but I got to represent these guys. Scars on Broadway, at this point, almost better than System of a Down. I really hope this. Come on, System. Just freaking fire Serge Tankian. I loved him. He's a great front man, but he's just holding the band up. Just let Darren do it his way. You're a millionaire. Give the fans what they want. You've criticized enough people. Just have fun. Go in and let Darren make a record that he wants to make. And it's going to be great because these Scars on Broadway records are freaking amazing. Better than the System of a Down debut. And last but not least, we got some compilations back from the 2004s or so. Fat Mike Records. These are really great compilations back in the day. You got Rock Against Bush Volume 1. Wow. The lineup on here is insane. None More Black, Sum 41, Alkaline Trio, Epoxies, Anti-Flag, Against Me, The Offspring, The Get Up Kids, Rise Against, Ministry, Descendants, Authority Zero, Jello, Biafry, who else? The Ataris, Pennywise, a bunch of people, Newfound Glory, No Effects, Social Distortion, Less Than Jake, Billy Bragg. And then Volume 2. I wish there was more of these. This one has Green Day, Bad Religion, Operation Ivy, and New York's for a Name. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, these are my lesser known CDs. Thanks guys. Like and subscribe, people. I got to slide out of here. Buddy.